Hey, should I even intro this? I actually don't have like any like uh you know what's really funny? I don't even remember if I said this game's name when I introed it, but like also at the same time it's right there. Wow. What? My brain's somewhere else. I don't know. Let's This game is fiction. All characters, events, coffee recipes, and stock charts in the game are fictitious. Any resemblance to them is purely coincidental. This game contains the following scenes, so please be cautious. Jump scares, large amounts of blood, corpse, assault with what? Assault with okay. I don't yeah. Sure, yeah. Come to the kitchen once you're in uniform. And if you couldn't tell as well, uh, this is a coffee sim, uh, essentially. Whoa, okay. Mouse sensitivity goes crazy. Uh, oh, I arrived at the cafe. And it's making the scroll sound when there's nothing to scroll by. Okay, there's a mini game. I It's minimum wage. A mini game wouldn't hurt. Okay, okay. I could play some Angry Birds. uh. Oh, okay. Uh. About 3 years. That's a good amount of experience. My brain just short circuited the fact that it said cannot skip on first play, so then I won't need to explain the drink making part, which is true because I actually have worked in cafes before. Most customers place their orders through the interactive kiosk. You can check incoming orders in the kitchen. Uh, some customers still pay in cash. You can handle it at the counter, as opposed to just like doing it around the back. I don't know. There are 5 tables on this floor and 8 upstairs. There are 2 tables on the balcony, but it's cold these days, so basically no one uses them. That doesn't look much like a. Never mind. There's a red door inside the balcony, but it's only for the boss, so we don't need to care about it. I'm guessing it's where the server for the security camera is. I was gonna say that doesn't look like a balcony, but we're looking at it from the outside. Our boss tends to monitor the staff blocking the cameras. That should cover everything you need to know. I'll head out now. Good luck. Oh, so I'm just well. I mean, like I have 3 years experience, so like I guess it's fine. I mean, like your shift is from 6 to 9 p.m. Super stay. I'll visit cafe near closing. Can we? Wait. Can I moonwalk? No, I can't. Okay. Oh, no. Okay. You want an Americano? Wow, plain and simple. Okay. E to prepare water is hilarious. It's just water. Oh, okay. Oh, there's more people. Okay. And then we're tampering it. Okay. Yeah. So far, this is pretty accurate. Also, did I see no espresso come out of that? You know what? Whatever. Sure, man. There you go. My brain is blanking. Oh my god, Jesus Christ, I forgot. Oh. You can tell my brain's just autopiloting to my actual experience I have with coffee houses because of the fact, yeah, there's literally no espresso pouring from that. Okay, you know what? Whatever. From coffee house experiences, woods. Because I'm, grind timer and grind setting is normally just set to be automated for a few seconds. So this, I shouldn't be presumptuous. Okay, here you go, man. Well, I mean, I guess if they're doing it through the kiosk, they're just doing it online, What? Straighten up. Who the fuck knocked that over? Brother. The hell? Okay. Jesus, what the? Okay. In full honesty, I really don't know what to expect from this game outside of the fact that, like, coffee and mystery. And so far, this just feels like I'm trying not to fuck up orders. I don't know if there's gonna be a moment where, like, we get some time to just check everything out around here. But I mean, like, we're gonna find out anyways. So, also, what is that? That's hand soap. Okay. I was like, what the hell? For a second, I thought it was, I don't know. Who just left? Okay. So, bruh, what the hell? Fucking assholes. Respect the signage. The fuck? Oh, Andy. we go for it. Jesus Christ. Okay. Don't run inside, isn't it? I'm the only one here. I can run if I want to. I do not care. Why don't you come inside and fucking do something then? Oh, and then we just... Okay, thought we would have had a sink in the back, but sure. Okay, you just want a cafe latte. I like the music. Music's pretty chill. I'm almost at the cafe. I'll come in soon. Jesus Christ, you're... talk to the boss near the counter. Why don't you just come up to the counter? Okay, whatever, buddy. Is the sign still up? Oh. Hold on, man. I guess there'll be no more customers today, so please start closing down. Uh-huh. You guess. But how do you know? I'll be on the balcony upstairs. Let me know when you're done. Okay. Whatever, man. What the fuck? How did so many people just spill water? Like, this isn't even coffee. This is just water. Hello? Okay. Get them up in the restroom. Okay. Well, easy enough. Hello? Oh. Oh, that's right. I would have lost it if she actually slipped on the floor. Wet spot on floor 2, and then dishes upstairs. Got it. Okay, and I'm closing so I can run. And if this motherfucker tells me to stop running, I'm gonna do something. I don't know what. I'm threatening you with something though. Well, that's a fun logo. How are you doing? Are you enjoying your drink? You just really, really dimly lit part of the store, but hey, okay, yeah, sure, man. Is it gonna ask you to put the mop back? You can't do this thing. Brother. Grab these, put those in the sink, just clean the coffee machine, and then we're basically good. The fact that we're still just doing it in the regular sink. Okay. And then just turn off the music. Okay, cool. Yeah, that was pretty simple. Do I have an earring? No. No, I don't. Hello? Why are you just... Yeah? Do I... What? You gonna do something?
No.
Is he stuck? Hold on. Is he actually just... Am I already soft locked? What the fuck is happening? Why is he just... Is everyone gone? Yes. Okay. And now we can actually go and talk to him. Jeez. Hey, man. Oh my god. Cutscene. Great work today. Thanks. I only worked like 3 hours. I'm sorry to say this on your first day, but there were a few mistakes with you, bitch. Still, I believe you do better next time. Okay, I'm sorry. No. Is he going to keep honoring me like this? What did I do wrong? One thing? Only one. I heard it's going to rain this week. Maybe it's better to clear the balcony. It's been quite cold these days, so nobody was this place for a while. Is something bothering you? That's just a storage room. What are there's just fucking giant rat in there? I'm the only one using it. That's why I kept it locked. Why is it shaking then? Young people these days. So curious about everything, aren't you? Yeah. So like I was smiling really widely there. Let's call it a day, thanks. Sure, man. Beep. What the fuck is that on the table? Is that intentional? Okay, man. Sure. You finished your shift and headed home. All right. Day 2. If he gets caught on the door again, I swear to God, I'm actually like, I'm not finishing the game. How was your shift yesterday? I was clumsy. I dropped nothing. I made all the drinks right. The sign was just over. The sign was just over. It made no sound. I was a little nervous, but I managed it without mistakes. Literally, bro. He must be mercy for your first day. It might be better to watch out today. He must have been merciful. The boss especially hates it when someone repeats the same mistake. Okay. There was a part-timer who made the mistake 3 times and got fired on the spot. This guy does not. He wasn't strict like this before. He's gotten a lot more watchful recently. I wonder why. All right. There's one thing I forgot to tell you. There's a demon in the basement. You have to serve him his coffee right every morning, otherwise he'll kill you. If a bald old man with a beard comes in, please be polite to him. He's the landlord of this place. He's a decent guy, but he's been pretty irritable lately. Why? I heard that he and our boss have issues over rent. Okay, so he killed the landlord. The landlord's locked up there. Anyway, hang in there and good luck today. Yeah. The landlord's just in the red room. I mean, it's a red door. I guess whatever. It's fine. What does the sign even say? Coffee to go. Flat white cappuccino Americano. That's really it. An order just came in. What do you want? Just an Americano. Okay. Sure. I still find it funny that we just get water from the... We get water from that sink. We also wash our hands in that sink, and we also do the dishes in that sink. I don't think that's up to the health codes and, like, certain standards. But, like, if it works, it works, I guess. I don't know. Here's your drink. Now, run along. If you fucking... What do you want? You just want an Americano. Why am I asking that? Okay. Really not that expansive of a menu, which I'm honestly completely fine with, because good lord, sometimes there is such a thing as too many options. Especially if it's just one of those things that only like gets ordered every now and then and is not very consistent. We had one of the spots that I worked at, and it was a Dalgona specifically, and I swear every time it felt like no one else ever had to make it. And then, like, every time that I was working, it felt like at least one person at the end of the day would ask and be like, so what's a Dalgona? And then I'd have to explain it to them. And then I'd explain it well enough, or at least interesting enough, to the point where they'll be like, oh, okay, can you make that for me then? And then I'd be like, yeah, sure. And then I'd have to go and do, like, the extra 3 steps along with the normal process when it comes to making a coffee. And it would just make me, like, getting a call from the boss. Hey. Sorry to bother you, but I need you to do something. No. There's a customer on the first floor, the one with the table with the laptop. The one at the table with the laptop. She's been sitting there for hours just ordering 1 cup of coffee. Okay, and? Ask her to order more to stay longer or to leave now. What? Me? The call ended. Okay. But yeah, it would always just be an extra few steps to make the Dalgona. And I will say, the drink looked pretty. I do it well. But because I do it well, I'd constantly then just have to, like, go through the process of making those dishes, then cleaning up the dishes when I could have just been, like, a way simpler, but it just got first world inconveniences. Hey, ma'am. Yeah, my boss is a dickhead. He wants you to... I'm not used to this, but I have no options. You're working retail and you've had 3 years of experience with this before? What the hell do you mean? Oh, my God! Oh, I did not think that this was going to actually give me... Now, should I come off like a creep or should I come off like an asshole? You should make an order to stay longer. That's literally what the boss wants me to do. What is that supposed to mean all of a sudden? My boss told me to do it. I'm sorry, but that's the policy of this cafe. I feel like if I start shit talking the boss is immediately just gonna go like, I'm sorry, but that's the policy of this cafe. That's fucking policy. If that's the policy, you should post a notice beforehand. And should have talked to that other customer first. What other customer? The other customer. There's an old man standing right over there just a moment ago. I don't see anyone. He didn't even order anything. He just stood in the middle of the hall. I'm about to gaslight the hell out of you. What are you talking about? There's no one there. Why you say nothing to him and just came over here to warn me like that? I'll leave, all right? I'm never coming back to a cafe like this. Kicked out a customer in day 2. I didn't kick her out. What do you mean? She left by her... Retail, am I right? Retail. Like I always said, I shouldn't run in case he calls me out again for it, and then I just immediately start running again. But I can run back here, it's fine. Oh man, I thought the game was gonna give me the, like, allow me to have, like, the fun, stupid-ass, like, you know, option to make, to make this little notice however the hell that I want. I could have made it as shittily as possible. Just do an MS Paint, and guess what? That'd be more creative than using AI. Oh. The hell? Was that just stuck with tacked up to the wall? The hell? Please make an extra order after 2 hours. For long stays, please make an additional purchase. We ask for your kind understanding. You know, I'm gonna be honest. Very, very, very cold take. If someone ordered a drink at the start of the day and they're there until you're basically closed, whatever. They ordered. They already gave you money. They don't need to order more. I don't. Bah humbug. I don't fucking care enough. I really don't like. I have no other explanation for that kind of mentality other than like capitalism. Jesus. I don't get pressed about it. If someone already got something and then they're just there for however long they want, sick. They are already a paying customer. Why do you want to get more money out of them? That's just going to make them, as what happened with the lady, leave. Although the lady also then was talking about how there's a guy on the bottom floor that was just completely ignored when I went over and talked to her about it. But like I said before, I'm just going to gaslight the hell out of her. That never happened. Also, I'm curious as to like how many mistakes are actually like counted towards getting fired. Like if I get called out for running 3 times, if that would actually prompt that, or if it's something more major that I'd have to do, like breaking dishes. I don't know. I got a call on my way to the cafe. It was my old friend, Sihun. I told him I just started a new part-time job at a cafe. Yep. Then he said he are visiting the cafe today. I'm gonna give that man a discount. I do not fucking care what the boss has to say. Actually, who the fuck am I joking? I'm just gonna give him for fucking free. If you work at a cafe and you are a barista, which I have done, I feel like it's crazy for the boss to be like, hey, don't give any discounts to people that you know. Because like I know they want to make like as much money as possible if they're a business, because obviously they need to make that profit. But like at the same time, the atmosphere in the community with a cafe goes a long way to making it thrive. Like it becomes like the spot for people to hang out. I feel like, why should there be an issue with someone basically being like, oh, I'll give you a discount on your drink if you're a regular, or if you're a friend, or if you're a family member. Like, the hell? I just don't care enough. I just don't care enough. At multiple of the places that I've worked at for cafes, coffee shops, whatever the hell you want to call it, if someone I knew came in, or someone that I liked came in, immediately free drink. I do not care. You're not giving me money. I'm just making you your stuff. Like, come on. That also reminds me that one of the places that I was working at, the first ever coffee shop that I worked at, which I still go back to and talk to the people there because I like them. They're cool. They were like, if you're a barista, like, you should be able to make your own drinks for free, right? This is like kinda slightly related to like free drinks and customers and stuff like that. But like, right, like if you're the one working the bar, then you should be able to have like a free drink or so. Like, especially if you're working the full shift or if you're doing closing, like if you need to pick me up, like there's nothing wrong with that, right? And that's how those people felt about it, which like awesome, yeah, that makes sense in my opinion. That just also makes the person working there want to stay working there because it's like, okay, cool, you're chill, you're laid back, you're not like really stringent on everything. And then one of the last places that I was working at, or a coffee house second, I should say. The boss was like, no, you do actually have to pay for your drinks, even though you're the one working the bar. Like, I get it if we'd have to pay for it after a certain amount, but like, if you come in and have one free drink because you're the barista that's working there, like, that just makes sense. That, like, I don't see how that's an issue, but the boss wanted us to pay for every drink that we made. And you want to know what? No one listened. No one cared about that rule. Everyone just made drinks anyways, and if the boss was in that day, we would just hide the drinks. Like, there were some people in the back that would ask for drinks, and they'd ask, like, oh, do you want me to pay for this? And I'd straight up look at them and be like, no. You work here. Why should I have to make you pay for that? Like, you were an employee, but to each their own, I guess. Did anyone really like that boss? No. Just gonna put it straight. No. Did anyone really want to listen to her? Not really. But like, hey, you live and you learn. The boss never learned. The boss never learned. But like, legitimately, that is like one of the things that I do like the most when it comes to coffee houses, is like the fact that like if the vibe and the atmospheres are right, if the vibes in the atmosphere, not multiple atmospheres, I mean like whatever, it's like it's a fun and chill place to then be. Like, it actually makes the process of making drinks and working as a barista not a nightmare. Like, it's like kind of always made out to be like if you go like order at Starbucks or something like that. But then again, they're a fast food chain. But like, if it's retail and it's minimum wage, like you need something to be able to trade off for why you want to stick around for that rather than just tips. And like, it has like the mood has to be set at a particular level. And if it is just not there, it's just gonna suck constantly. And I will say, the first place that I ever worked at for a coffee house nailed it immediately. I like that place. Love. Amazing place. I still go back to visit them because I like them that much. The next place was kind of like that. It was more able to reach that point when you were just working by yourself and the boss wasn't in. And then the last place, no. No. The last place did not nail that. Are you? Oh, I thought he looked exactly like me for a second. Yeah, bartender, like the usual. I'll warm up some milk for you, sir. Oh, come on, I can't digest milk. Oh, right. I hit the new score in spades only. Trademark. Sure, whatever. You're the only one who plays it so hard. Damn! Anyone want Americano? Stirred, not shaken.
Oh my god.
Fuck you, man. I'm gonna put milk in it. Stirred, not shaken. It's an Americano! Kill yourself. Although I guess depending on, because it seems like, yeah, no. Technically, this wouldn't be an Americano because we put the water first. That would be a long black, I think, if what I learned from before is to be correct. That's a long black. You don't have anything? Why is there only mine? Well, the boss is quite strict. Actually, I can't have threats hanging around here. What, is he watching you on cameras now? Yes. You must use a security camera as it named. Monitoring employees is illegal, I know, but I don't really have solid proof to report it. Also, I mean, like, technically he already disclosed that he was using the cameras, so... What about those messages, those he kept nitpicking at you with? That might not be enough, unless he confesses he monitored me. I mean, like, he is. And it wouldn't benefit me anyway. You can sue. I'm just putting up with it until I find a better job. Real. I don't plan on working part-time forever anyway. Well, yeah, as long as you're okay with it. Who's the guy talking to you?
I love it. Get the fuck out of my face.
Is it your boss again? Guess he's still watching, huh? Is he hiding something here? Like some gold bars? What? How did we get to that conclusion? I'll just take this coffee to go. Let's grab a meal sometime. Sihun took his drink and left the cafe. It was a pity, but I was still on shit. Well, yeah. But the real problem happened later while on closing. Do tell, my trusty narrator. I guess that's technically, you know what? We're just gonna, I'm just not even gonna entertain that train of thought. Anyways. Mop the floor. Also, I feel like, I'm gonna be real. Is that? No, there's still some spots on floor 2. I'm gonna be real. Closing shifts? No one really likes the closing shift. Especially depending on where you're working at. The closing shift can be an absolute nightmare, especially if no one else does anything. But especially if there's just blood on the ground. That really sucks. Because then you have to clean it up. Not call the police, no. You just have to clean it up. And it's like, man, why do I have to be the one to clean up the blood? I thought it was Bethany's job today. But like, actually though, one of my favorite parts with closing, like, because when you can close and you're actually by yourself and you're in a place that's like nice, like the work atmosphere is actually good. Closing is like one of the most fun things, just because of the fact that like you're just by yourself and you're vibing essentially. Like you can just do whatever the hell you want and you can basically decompress. But again, like I said, unless there's just blood everywhere, then like you can't really decompress because you have to clean it and you don't want to stain your clothes. Like, God, you don't want to have any blood on you when you leave. Otherwise, people are going to start looking at you like you're strange. Like, sorry, the coffee house that I work at just has blood up here. We're a very intense business, I'll have you know. But one of the things that I actually genuinely liked, and maybe it's just because it's satisfying in how I did it with going like section by section, mopping. Ugh, I love mopping. Mopping is so... It does something. I told myself it was just fatigue. It's... It gets to a part of my brain where it's just like, yes! Yes! Mop the floor! I feel like there's probably a good amount of other people who are also the exact same way, and it's just because, like, you know, I felt a heavy, eerie atmosphere. Is something strange going to happen today? Because it's satisfactory in itself. Hoping for a peaceful day, I started my work. They say it might rain today. If it starts raining, please take care of the balcony. Is the rain going to be extremely loud? I hope it's going to be extremely loud. I don't want to have to constantly go up and down just to check. Also, how many opportunities, like, if I do go around and check stuff out, would I actually be able to, like, you know, crack the mystery? Or is this just going to be, like, on a one-way track and I'm going to get to that point anyways? Like, I don't know, man. Because if I'm just, like, missing out on a ton of stuff because I'm just here making drinks and I'm just talking about previous retail work, instead of, like, actually finding stuff that's, like, pertaining to what the hell is going on, this just makes for a really laid-back video, and there's not going to be, like, much of... gameplay going on. Here's your drink. I feel like this game is actually going to take way longer than I originally thought. Or, well, I say that. There's probably going to be a good amount that I cut. Because, you know, the gameplay loop is, like, the same. Not a lot different is happening. And you can tell. You can just tell. Because it's a coffee game. Also, again, also, it is pretty neat that they actually... Okay. What was I going to say again? Oh yeah, I actually do like the detail that they include latte art in the cup. If there is one thing that I always wanted to try to perfect while working at a coffee house, it has started to rain. Oh no, it's raining. Excuse me. Quickly. Can I kick? I can't take multiple at a time. Put it down in the corner. Quick time event. Quick time event. Also, it doesn't actually. Don't run inside. I'm outside. I'm about to swing at a ghost. I'm about to scream. Okay, I'll give you it that time. But before I was on the balcony, you shut your face. Jeez. Okay. And I guess if it is 3 fire on the spot, I should probably actually stop running everywhere. Although it seems like we're getting to the end of my shift anyways. So. Is there something else that I was saying? Oh, that's what I was saying. Yeah. Latte art is always something that I wanted to get better at. And I kind of started to be able to do it. It's just the one issue is the place that I really started to get better at it didn't have the best pictures that would make doing the latte art easier. So like that kind of sucked. But like I may do, I guess. Like I was able to do a fern. I'm really good at making a fern. And that's about like the most my skills stop at. And sometimes a heart. Most of the time though, I just kind of end up sitting there and I'm just like, this is just like abstract something. I don't know. Hello. Welcome. As the manual light kidding. Whatever. May I take your order? Everything's automated these days. Even ordering a coffee is hard for some words. Right there with you, ma'am. Give me one of those milked coffees. A cafe latte, right? For here. Tiki. I will take it. Takeout. Okay. I wasn't fast enough in saying complete, I guess. Okay, whatever, man. I mean, at the end of the day, we ended up like... Okay. But for real, though. If you're in a situation where you cannot understand the customer, it's not like unless they explicitly tell you they're on a time crunch, there is no reason to start panicking. Like, just ask them. Yes, it's going to be awkward, but the amount of times before where I had to clarify just to make sure so I don't have that interaction of being like, this isn't what I ordered, and it's just like, bruh, countless. But the amount of times I was also able to avoid that because I just simply was like, can you just repeat yourself? You just need 2 people who are chill and willing to speak it out. And it's yeah, speak it out, talk it out, whatever, you get what I mean. It's going to stay for a bit and get out of the rain, but did it stop rain? But I felt an eerie presence here. It's better to leave now. An eerie presence. Is there any rumors here? Huh? Like someone that died here? Yeah, probably. It's upstairs. Oh, no, I've never heard of anything like that. Yeah? This old one just said a nonsense. But what's with that old guy over there? He looks like he have something to say to you. I added extra words to that. Pardon? Right behind you. There. Yeah. That made me piss myself. It's already been the 5th day. It is the 5th day. It's not already been the 5th day. The rain that started yesterday didn't stop for all day. Maybe because of the gloomy weather. I felt off today. Or maybe it's because of all the strange things happening recently. I almost dragged myself to the cafe. Café. Hello? Why are the lights flickering like that? Sir, the lights are strange these days. I know it's translated, but that's just funny. The lights. There are spare bulbs in the office. Try replacing them. All of them? I don't think you have enough for all of them. Well, it's not just one or two. Most of the lights are acting up. I guess nothing is wrong with the system. Something is wrong with the system, not just one bulb. All right, let me check it. I'll be there at 7:30. 7:30. This is not what I was expecting. Okay. Find out the 4 numbers, then the red door will open. That went by extremely fast. Shall open. Try puzzle. Gonna have to try. Read the order of the tray and move the drinks to the correct tray. Espresso with an extra shot. Americano. I thought this game was about to fucking troll me for a second. I was about to be like, what do you mean Americano without espresso? That's just water. Oh, no. Oh. Ah, I see. Also, I'm just gonna say right now, I guess there is technically not like a really good way to tell what those drink orders were if they weren't labeled when you hovered over them, but also at the same time, you can kind of guess just because one of them was just 1 shot espresso, the other was 2 shot espresso, and the other one was water. But whatever. It's a card with the number 7. Jesus Christ, that goes by really fast. Put down card. Okay. Sure. And also, I was also like, when the game said Americano without espresso, I'm like, there are some people who come in, do not know what they're ordering, which is fine. And then they try to act like they do know what they're ordering though. Cause I have had a few interactions where they tell me, is like, can you do it like this? And I look at them, was like, oh, so you want that? And then they straight up look at me and they're like, no, you're wrong. And it's just like, I'm wrong. The one working here, the one behind the counter making the drinks, I'm wrong? Okay, buddy, that'll be $7.99. It's just like, what the fuck do you, just like, it's fine to say, I don't know what I'm talking about. Can you just do something that's similar to how I'm explaining it? And I will literally just be like, yes. Whatever. These mugs can contain 12, 7, and 5 shots of espresso. Dispense a total of 12 shots so that the white and red mug contain 6 shots each. I did it. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I only kind of really locked in on the second half of that. At the start there, I was just clicking randomly. I didn't want to think. What does this card have to say? 9. Cool. Let's go. But that, I guess we just intuitively know the order. Like, huh? Wow. Interactive. 7 again? No way. Okay. 797. I still, okay, you know what? I mean, like, hello? Imposter? A murder occurred here. What? Investigate the scene, gather the clues, and determine what really happened. No way. Oh, investigate. Investigate suspects. Okay, you know, okay, not gonna lie, for a second, I was like, that says sussy. Examine the body to find clues. There's an injury by a blunt object. Oh my god. So it's probably the golf club. Oh, how close do I need to be? Only one of these tells the truth. Who is the murderer? Yellow killed him. Mm-hmm. Blue killed him. Mm-hmm. Yellow is a liar. Mm-hmm. I didn't kill him. Mm-hmm. So, like, there's nothing necessarily stopping me from brute forcing this, right? Like, if it's just gonna be the exact same thing when I reload and get it wrong, sure. Got it right anyways? Oh, no. Okay. Yeah, no, so I can just brute force this. Okay. Sure. Yeah. All right. Hello? Oh, I escaped the mind palace. I see. that face. 7974. What the fuck do you mean? I so fucking god. Isn't the boss gonna be here though? But like I wasn't fast enough, was I? Was that a quick time event just to get into the safe? Oh shit! That's what I get for trying to be funny. That's okay. That's what I get. That was so stupid. Is it randomized or is it always E? Also, who could have seen this coming? Oh my god. I'm sad. Drama. It's always the same. Okay. Well, I wasn't fast enough. Bruh. Okay, actually, I like the direction this is going in. I really, I really like where this is going with this. This is so silly, but it's so funny at the same time. He's dead? So can I just spam? Slam him, kill his ass. Yeah. What? Oh. Damn, I'm already dead. Hey, stop. Also, I love how you can just spam the E button. There is no consequence for not doing that. Fuck you, espresso bar. I don't know how that shit got up here. Okay. Oh? Bite me. You won't. I managed to escape the cafe and called the police. The cafe owner was soon arrested. Here's what happened. I'm sat, tell me. The cafe owner had issues with the landlord over the rent. Never saw that coming. A few days before I started, he killed the landlord during an argument. In a panic, the boss hid the body in the storage room. In a panic, okay, yeah, sure. And worried someone might find it out. He monitored the cafe all day long. The superpowered things I met in the cafe weren't attempts to harm me. It may be because the landlord's ghost trying to tell me the truth. It took some time, but I eventually returned to peacefully daily life. To a peaceful daily, yeah, whatever. And then that's it. And then that was just all. It was all designed by that guy. And then obviously our resources, I guess. I mean, like, I guess it's not necessarily all on him for everything that I did, but like whatever. I actually really like how the ending of that went. Like, I think this game gets to the point where it's really cheesy, and the game understands that it's cheesy, and so it leans into it hard. I feel like it'd be crazy to say that's not the case. I don't know. It feels like it knew what it was doing at the end there. And it full tilted was like, yeah, we're just gonna like lean into it, because otherwise this is gonna be kind of like just too silly. So that was fun. It did say multiple endings, but I did say that I wanted to do 3 games. Overall, I like that. If that's going to be the case of me just ending it here, I like that. It didn't overstay its welcome, because obviously after a while with the stuff that you just saw, the gameplay loop would have gotten really repetitive, and it would have just been boring. But there's enough time to lean into it to process what was happening, and then it's starting to do weird stuff. Like, it honestly, it knew how to pace itself to keep you at least interested. I feel like whether or not people would find it good as you go along will vary from person to person, but like the developer knew how to make it so that you would at least always still be like, huh, I'll stick around to see what this is like about. And like I said, I really like the ending. That was just a fun, chill, silly little experience. I really like that end sequence, man. That was really fun. So yeah, I'd give that like on the little tier list that I have going, I'd give that like a B. I feel like I wouldn't give it a C, because I feel like the ending really makes up for like possibly being like, oh, this was too boring. So I'd give that a solid B. Yeah. And I guess because because this video is just gonna be too long, I guess since I'm not gonna be doing 2 other ones, let me know what you think in the comments. You can like, share the video, subscribe, all that, or you don't have to. I can't tell you what to do. I'm open to discussion, but I can only suggest. And then outside of that, I hope you have a good rest of your day, night, evening, time in a cafe. Cafes, if you find the right cafe, oh, it's so chill. As much as like I shit on retail because it can be a really shitty experience, if you find the right place and the right people, it's so much better. It's just so much nicer. Or don't. Maybe you don't like coffee. Maybe you don't like going to cafes. I don't know. So yeah, I will see you in the next video then. Whenever that will be, because I don't think I'm going to be able to get this in time to be out before New Year's, but we'll see. So yeah, bye.